Hi everybody, it's David here from, well, I don't know which channel I'm going to post this in, but either 3D Digital for Everybody or the Marine one. Probably the Marine one because that's where I put most of my Stormworks content. I was totally excited this morning because I saw that some of the creators from the Scarborough Rescue Service collection have been putting Sketchfab models on their the little thumbnails that you get in the Steam workshop for Stormworks. So I went to Sketchfab. Sure enough, I could download it. It was a colored model. I've done this myself, so it's like a vertex colored model as far as I remember that you get into Blender. But they've animated them. They've obviously done loads of cool stuff. And then I was like, okay, if I can get a GLB from this, so the GLB file format, I can get it into Gravity Sketch, which as you can see I'm in just now, and I can view these models in VR. But we're not quite there because some of the vertex colors have not come through, and I can't remember how to do that. I have done it once before on the Viva software, the VR software that they have. Anyway, we're nearly there. So I want to show people how you can get into your Stormworks creation in VR to test them out. So as far as I remember, there's a way to export your model from the builder, the creator interface. You can get that model into Blender. In Blender, you can then you have to just connect. I think it's vertex colors, as far as I remember, and all the other people in watching this will know much more than me, I'm sure. So please comment about how to do this. And then if you've got it in Blender, you can export that and put it on Sketchfab for other people to go and view. And you can even use Sketchfab in augmented reality on your phone or your iPad and have it like sit on your table, which I'm going to try as well. But I'm personally, as a VR freak, I'm personally interested to see these creations in one-to-one scale so I can go inside and see what it feels like after spending so many hours in these creations. So the credits of this model are going to come afterwards because I can't remember them. I've just jumped into Gravity Sketch to get it going. The reason I'm using Gravity Sketch is I know this application inside out because I was a product manager there, and I've used it for many years. And I think it's the only free application where you can upload a GLB. So Shapes XR, that's a paid version that will upload GLB. But Gravity Sketch allows you to upload the GLB to your landing pad, which is your cloud storage area. And then you can bring it into Gravity Sketch like I have in one-to-one scale. I can give you tips on how to do that. It's not super straightforward, but you will be able to figure it out. So here I am. I've got this external camera on the PC version of Gravity Sketch, and as you can see, I've got this this new vehicle from the Scarborough collection. I think it's Chris M. As I said, I'll switch back to my PC and give the full credits and have a look at it on Steam. So the cool thing is I can load it in one-to-one scale. It is, as expected, the size of a truck. It looks like a really good representation. As you can see, some of the vertex colors have come across for the wheels, but not for the rest of it. So I'm not too sure, what that is. Sorry, I'll look into camera because I can see the camera. So in Gravity Sketch, let me just figure out if I can still do this. So I can go to teleport mode, and I can basically teleport myself around. I'll just take a little walk around here. We can see all the buttons and all of the, let me grab you here. Yeah, so we can see all of the buttons and the motors and all these kind of things. There's something called ambient occlusion on the PC version, which is giving you those kind of lines and shadows, which is good because without any color or texture, I wouldn't be able to see the form of it at all. But it looks pretty cool. It looks like a big mechanical equipment, which I guess is the whole point. So they just walk around the back here. We've got nice motors for decoration. Oh, so I'm going to have to come out of this mode. Sorry, there's a bit of a funky mode for teleport in Gravity Sketch. Yeah, you can see all the nice motors and decoration. You can see the anchor points. And because it's so the one thing, the way you locomote in Gravity Sketch is you grab yourself and move yourself around the world. If I grab myself and move myself forward like this, you'll basically see that the shadows disappear. That's the only problem. So I can get right down in here and see what this is like, underneath. where these connection points are in full scale. You can see my hand against that there. The anchor here, maybe an LCD display, all sorts of cool stuff, and some kind of tow hook here. So exploring these connections, in Gravity Sketch or any kind of VR one-to-one scale is like a completely different experience. Yeah, I'm going to have a look at this in Stormworks. As far as you can tell, it's got this ability to load containers and things onto the back of it. It looks like it's got a big hydraulic system and actually a nice connection system up there at the front. So I'm dragging myself through the scene. There's no joystick locomotion in Gravity Sketch, so that's how you move yourself around, because it's an app for designing things. Of course, one thing I can do in here is oops. All right, so I just need to change material here so I can do annotations in Gravity Sketch. And Gravity Sketch, of course, is used for designing things. You've got subdivision surfaces, all sorts of cool stuff. But it's got a multi-user feature in what we call collaborate, or what Gravity Sketch call collaboration rooms. So you can come in here with other people and you can discuss your design with other people. So you could say, let's have another grab here. I've got some weird texture on, so sorry about that. Yeah, so you could come in here and just sketch. This is what we do in Gravity Sketch. It's just say we want something here, draw some lines, and people can see what you want. You can go in here and create even surfaces. So you can start to say, let's have a little bit of a protection for this and all this kind of stuff. So there's all sorts of cool crossover use cases I can imagine between any tool or any game like Stormworks, where you build things and where you might want to collaborate and show people what you want to do, where you can't do that in real time in Stormworks in this case. So let's get inside. I'm just going to grab my way along here. Go in the back. You can see the windows, the vertex painting has worked, but it means we won't be able to see through the windows. So come inside like this. And again, because the textures have not worked, we can't really see everything as clearly as the creators have done it, but we can see here, let me just move myself into a little bit more realistic seating position. So we've got the seats along the back here, a couple of seats in the front, a welding torch here, and you've got this view into the front. So let's see if I can grab my way through to the front and bring the camera in there. So yeah, here I am holding the steering wheel in this Stormworks creation. I can see all of the buttons. Yeah, one day I just dream of being able to drive all the Stormworks stuff in VR. I know it's not going to happen in this version, but I think it'd be pretty cool. And you can see into the back. Let's just pop out the roof here. I guess one of the things about Stormworks creations is that we've got all of this equipment and stuff, and we all know as Stormworks players that there's probably... Yeah, so this is cool. There's an engine in here, of course. So I'm going to just you're going to have to bear with me. So get the camera in position. And hopefully you can see there, through all me clashing with the geometry, that there is this awesome engine in here. It's got a fan on the front, as far as I can tell. Might be decorative. It looks like a V8 engine. I can even tell that from here. So we'll obviously go and look at this in Stormworks. And this is like one of the super cool things about Stormworks, is that it's not just an exterior model, that you build in Stormworks. It's got all the interior workings, the engines, the gearbox, and transmission, and all that kind of stuff. Right, so I'm going to jump out of VR, and I'm going to show you step by step how I got this model into Gravity Sketch. So bear with me as I sit down. I'm going to have to talk through the headset, I've realized, because the microphone is set on the headset. All right, hopefully you can still hear me. I'm in Gravity Sketch. I'm just going to quit out of Gravity Sketch. Right, so basically the way I got this working was I noticed that the most recent creations... So hopefully my mic level is still okay. It seems to be only picking it up when I wear it on my head. Yeah, so I went to this creation here. I saw the orange from the Scarborough Rescue Service and got freaked out. And you'll notice that some of these newer models from this creation, you can see that V8 engine, have this 3D view now. So Clara Christensen has helped, I think, to upload these models. And what you'll find is if you go to Sketchfab, which I think I've got, let's just bring it up again here. So Sketchfab here, and I think it was this one. Oh, sorry. That was the search term I used. There's two of them here. Maybe it was just a test. I do need to test if this one works. So this is Chris. It was maybe Chris who made this one. I'd love to know if that one actually works. But I think it's Clara here. Is credited here. So Chris M has created it. And as you can see here, there's a download capability. It was in Blender, and I've just used this GLB automatic conversion. So the issue could be in Sketchfab's download conversion. So it's converting a Blender model into something here and probably not got the right things. So if this doesn't work, the other way to do it is I could load this Blender file and then download it via Blender as FBX. I'm going to try that later. So in Gravity Sketch, in order to get this in, so Gravity Sketch is free if you've got an Oculus Quest or a compatible VR device. You basically go to your landing pad here. I've got a folder here, which I call 3D. And then I've just drag and drop those GLTF files or GLB files directly in here from my downloads folder. And then from the Gravity Sketch interface, you can import them. So that's it. That's my short video. I got completely excited about it. Let's just go back to that and put it on full screen. You'll see the rendering in Sketchfab of these Blender models is beautiful. And you'll see that some of them are even animated. So the helicopter, let me just get out of this. Go to Clara, just to give the full credit of this stuff. The ones that have got a little movie in the corner are actually animated here, so which are pretty cool. So you'll see that it's playing through its animation, I think. There we go. So this is this coaxial heavy lift helicopter, and then they might cycle the gear on it or open some of the doors. So pretty cool what you can do with Sketchfab and Blender. That's it from me. Cheers for now. Bye.